In this video, I'll teach you how to draft a dress that speaks softly but leaves a strong impression. A long, elegant dress with an asymmetric neckline and a slitted long sleeve that adds just the right touch of drama. This video is clear, simple, and made to help you create a dress that feels feminine and special. My name is Michelle. Welcome to Michelle Fashion Academy. This is the shoulder line. This is the armhole line. This is the bust line, the under bust, and the waist line. The neck width is 3 inches and the shoulder slant is 1 inch. Turn the pattern paper to the other side and mark 3 inches neck width. Open the pattern paper like this. On that 3 inches neck width, mark 1 inch towards the left. Come down by 5 inches. From that 1 inch, connect a straight line to that 5 inches like this. On the other side of the pattern paper, from the 3 inches neck width, measure 7 inches downwards. From that 7 inches, you mark 2 inches towards the right, like this. Then you connect the points. Put the pattern paper back on fold. Mark the bust span measurements on the bust line and under bust line. The dart line starts 1 inch below the bust line. On the under bust line, mark 1 inch on the right hand side and 1 inch on the left hand side. Do the same on the waistline. The dart line starts 1 inch below the bust line. Connect the dart lines like this. On the armhole line, find the midpoint and connect the dart line to that midpoint like this. Extend the dart line by 1 inch. On the armhole line, mark the bust circumference divided by 4 plus 1 inch dart and your sewing allowance. Mark the same measurements on the bust line. On the under bust line, mark the under bust circumference divided by 4 plus 2 inches dart and your sewing allowance. On the waistline, mark the waist circumference divided by 4 plus 2 inches dart and your sewing allowance. Connect the points. Curve the armhole. For the side darts, measure 1 inch downwards from the bust line. Then you connect it to the bust line. Fold the side darts like this, smoothing the line, then you cut. After cutting, you will have something that looks like this. For the skirts, this is the waistline. This is the hip line, the knee line, and the full length of the skirt. On the waistline, you mark the waist circumference divided by 4 plus the sewing allowance. On the hip line, mark the hip circumference divided by 4 plus the sewing allowance. Whatever you marked on the waistline, remove 1.5 inches from it, and that is what you mark on the knee line. For instance, if the hip circumference divided by 4 is 10, that means what you will mark on the knee line is 8.5 inches. The skirt is quite simple. For the sleeve, all you need is a long sleeve. Then you slit the middle. You decide where you want the slit to stop. You can use lining to line the sleeve so that the slits will be neat, or you can use bias to cover it up, whichever one works for you. If you found this tutorial helpful, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't done so yet. Join me on Facebook. I upload new videos there every week. I'll leave the link in the description box below. See you in my next one. Have a good one. Bye.